lot of people. There's 9,000. I have never seen
4 days
anything like this in my life. I've been at a lot of conferences. I spoke at a conference that was 5,000 people, all flat. You got a stadium going. That stadium really adds to the energy, the experience of it. It's like a basketball game or something. It's crazy.
Ezra Fire Show!
I mean, you know stuff that I don't know anything about. You know, I know it's there, but I don't, and I know my.
And you don't have to, which is the beauty of it.
Yeah,
You come out, you create good content, you motivate people, you inspire them, you innovate, and then you let other people syndicate your message, which I think is actually smarter.
Well, how do I do that?
Okay, so let's say you're a business owner, right? And you have a story to tell. Meaning you're talking to a group of people about a problem they're having. You capture that story on video. So I have a system where I optimize, syndicate, amplify. So optimize means you create the video, then you turn it into an article. You make it, you screenshot, you get an image. You make it so that it's, ready for social media in all these different formats. You stick it out everywhere. That's the syndicate part. Put it on Instagram, put it on YouTube, put it on Pinterest, put it everywhere.
And I'm doing that.
And you do that.
Yeah.
My best e-commerce business right now is a business called Boom by Cindy Joseph. It's a $20 million a year cosmetics and skincare brand. Now, in America and in Western society, men are valued for production in the eyes of society. So in the eyes of society, as I produce more, as I make more money, I get more power.
What do you mean I would give it to you and you would amplify the message for me?
No, I'm saying what
I need help. That's what I'm saying.
That's what you're saying?
Yeah.
Well, I could have my team come in and say, I was talking to Jared, I don't know where he is, about a couple of things you guys are doing on your Shopify store that I could help you with. I feel like a lot of people like you have really great offers. Like you have great offers and you have great messaging. And then it's the marketing process and the optimization of the marketing process that just needs a few tweaks, you know?
Most of the people that you're talking to, like, where do you see them missing it?
Most people are missing what you have, which is
content.
Content, a good offer and a way to talk about that offer. Like one of the things that you figured out, 10X son, is you're able to talk to your community in a way that they can hear you. See, a lot of people think I said something, that means I communicated it. But your communication fell right there. They didn't hear it. They got to hear it. That's when you said something. And you say stuff, people hear it. And that's the difference. It's like,
because I say it enough.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is. Maybe you repeat, or maybe you figured out a way to frame your communication in a way that people could hear it. Our brand, which is geared towards women over 50, has a pro-age message. We believe that life just keeps getting better, and our cosmetics are sheer, and you can celebrate, they celebrate you as you are now. And so this messaging, it's, listen, it's heavy. It's a heavy-duty thing to be told that your power, which, by the way, this is a bullshit point of view. It's not one that I subscribe to, but it is the conditioning that women receive, that their value is declining over time, right? That's pretty heavy duty, Which I think is what most people are missing when it comes to their offers. They're not talking in a way that they're talking at people, not to people. They're just saying a bunch of stuff. They're not like, where is this person? So it's like, where is this? Put yourself in that.
See, by the way, this is why I got this. He's here because I wanted. This is a way for me to get the data. This is a way for me to connect. That's why I do this conference. So I can literally, Jared comes to me and says, who do you want? I said, we need these people. This is what we need to learn in our business. Get me the best people. Ezra comes in, and now I get access to them.
Throwing it down. My point, I think that's good, though. I think it's like, I think people, you're in a position of power, right? There are power dynamics where you're like running this whole show. And it would be very easy for you to say, I know everything. I don't need any support. But you're smart enough to say, me too. I'm a student. I want to learn the game. I want to know what Russell's doing. I want to know what Grant's doing. I want to know what Jared's doing. Like, you're paying attention to what's going on, and that is one of the reasons why you're as successful as you are. What I was saying, getting back to the point before, which is, I think that putting yourself in your customer's shoes. Who are these people? What is their life experience? How do they feel? What problems are they facing? You have something people actually want, or you wouldn't be selling it. You believe in the thing that you're selling. You got that part handled. Next, brands usually have one visibility source that is consistent. If you just look at the stats, in general, people who have multi-million-dollar brands online selling, doesn't matter what they're selling, coaching or e-commerce or whatever, have a visibility source that is consistent, meaning they have a way of getting that product in front of people. Not just talking to them like, I'm trying to sell you something, you need this solution. It's no. He or she who can explain the problem the best sells the most. Because then people identify with the experience they're having. Like, that person gets me. That person knows where I'm at. I'm going to go to them. So it's like, you know, articulate.
Dude, when I see, I mean, I know guys that are, I said, the thing that kills me is when I watch a guy sell a pillow on TV, or the vitamin guy that's doing $1 million a month or $1 million a week. And I'm like, these are garbage products.
Totally.
And
well, here's what it is. The person who makes the best promise wins.
Yeah,
People with crappy products win in the market all the time.
Win all the time.
They made a better promise than the next person. Right? So it's like about the promise. Now, the product's job is to deliver on the promises you made.
Yeah.
If you
well,
don't
you won't stay in business.
Right. That's the thing. It's like you can make a great promise and then you deliver a crappy product and you're gone. So the product's got to live up to that promise. But it's your job to make a good promise. And the way you make a good promise is by understanding who you're communicating with. I think that it all comes down to communication.
Yeah.
I think if you're, you know, sorry.
Yeah, no, that's good. We're in the VIP premium section, okay? What, you know, if you were coming to a conference like this, what's the value of getting in this part of the conference?
So here's what it is. When you are, there's a lot of people here, right? You want to get.
There's a lot of people.
A lot of people. There's 9,000. I have never seen
4 days
anything like this in my life. I've been at a lot of conferences. I spoke at a conference that was 5,000 people, all flat. You got a stadium going. That stadium really adds to the energy, the experience of it. It's like a basketball game or something. It's crazy. It's like, anyways. The point is that
you should go up to some of those suites up there.
Go check out the boxes. Yeah, I should check it out. When I look at my business, I can trace every leap. I started from the bottom, man. I didn't have any money. I was working 80 hours a week. I was broke as a kid. The whole thing. I don't tell that story because like that's an old story. People heard that 1,000 times. Yeah. Meaning like I have different value propositions in my storytelling that I think are more unique than I started broke and now I'm not kind of thing. But point is, I can trace back every significant income gain or significant deal that I made or relationship to a live event where I met someone who I did a deal with, who I learned something with. And you know where you meet those people? The people who invest the most. You get out what you put in, man.
That's right.
The people in the VIP lounge are investing. They're saying, I'm going to put in. I'm going to invest in this snowball. And they end up extracting the most because they put the most in. So I think if you're going to come all the way here, you're going to set your life aside. You're going to fly to Vegas. You're going to rent a room. You're going to buy a ticket. At that point, at that point, what is the extra, whatever it is to get a VIP ticket? You might as well because you're gonna.
So you're saying your connections have not been made on Facebook?
No. Who do you meet on Facebook?
That's where you drive your business.
Look, I generate customers and prospects on Facebook, but my business connections happen in person. Who are you going to do business with? Some random person who DM'd you on Facebook?
I get people believe in instant messenger. Because I get like 900 a day.
Think about this.
I want to meet you. I got this great business idea. I'm like. That sounds brilliant.
You look in
and then I go through 2 of them, and then I don't look at the other 898.
But the connection that is made in person.
We
will remember this conversation.
That's right.
There is a connection that happens between human beings that we are disconnected from. People are lonely and isolated, and they're behind their screen. They're looking at lives that are not really what people's lives are like, and they feel they're comparing themselves to that. It's like you get out, you meet people, you're like, oh, like these are human beings. These people are going through what I'm going through. Like, yes, you may. It's a great place to generate prospects and sales. I wouldn't recommend it for business partnerships. 100 million hours of video per day is watched on Facebook. Video has 1,200% more shares, text and image, more shares, like people sharing video, than text and image combined. Anyone here watch Grant Cardone's videos? I watch them. I'm on his Instagram. I see the Instagram, you know, behind the scenes.
What have you learned?
Well, I'll tell you what I did learn since I've been here.
You notice how many speakers are out there watching the entire
I watched
time?
the whole conference. And I'll tell you what I'm going to take away from this. I will probably be more aggressive in my pitching because I'm a soft sell. Like, I'm a content value, you know, and I'm like, hey, man, if you want this thing, here it is kind of thing. I come from e-commerce. It's like by the time they get to the sales pitch, they either want the product or not. I'm not, like, when I looked at you on stage.
Because this, I've set it up. I've set up the environment and the culture to where the hard sell is not disapproved of.
Not disapproved of. And also, I will say, there is value in saying, hey, person, this thing is what you need. And I believe that. And so I'm going to tell you that. And I'm not going to sugarcoat it. And I think that, so I sell, you know, I have courses and coaching and masterminds and things like that. Those offers, I will be more aggressive in how I pitch them. And maybe aggressive is not the right word. But
look, it is your responsibility.
I agree. 100%.
Because what you can do to help my business is worth 1,000 times what I'm gonna pay for it. So you need to make everybody. Who bought Ezra's offer?
Who's got my money?
All of you should have got it. Okay, I'm telling you. I'm telling you should have got it because he gives you something you don't know. Otherwise, you would already be doing it. You'd be sitting here saying, I already have it. So shame on him for not, like, punching you in the face. What would you tell somebody else about coming here?
Here's what I'd say. I said it on stage. You get what you want from people who have it. You want to learn how to close deals? You want to learn how to sell? You know who knows how to do that? Grant Cardone. You know who else knows how to do that? Grant Cardone's community. Find someone who knows what you want and learn it from them. It's like, this has gotten confused with higher education, the hustle of higher education.
The whole deal, dude.
It's like, look, back in the day, you wanted to learn blacksmithing, you went and found someone. You wanted to be a carpenter.
Talk about a communication pitch. Talk about a promise. Higher education.
Oh my God, such a hustle. The college, I think. No offense to anyone who disagrees, but like, man.
Well, that you're telling me 4 years in a average college where nobody, like, there's nobody famous there.
Yeah, and there's
nobody connected there.
Also,
4 years, I go into debt. That's higher education than what we did here.
No, this is higher education.
Totally.
Yeah, the name is all wrong. And, you know, I got lucky.
But it's a good promise.
It is a great promise.
Yeah, yeah.
And also, here's what happened is the authority figures in these kids' lives have been conditioned to believe you must go to college.
Right.
That was their generation. They were going to get a 401k and a pension.
Right.
We don't have that luxury, right?
Yeah.
But the authority figure in your life is telling you this is what you need to do from the time you're a kid. It's in there. You know, it's hard to shake it out. Now kids are starting to see. I was just a terrible student. I got kicked out of high school. It's a long story. I never made it to college. I became an incredible advertiser by doing it all the time. It's not going to be easy at first, but if you are willing to put your attention in the direction of amplifying your business through paid media, that is, in my opinion, the best thing you could possibly do today. Point is, high school was rough. College was rough for me. I never made it. In the traditional educational system, I was thought of as a dumb kid, a mess up, never going to make it. So I didn't go to college. Nobody would let me in, you know. I ended up starting an e-commerce business. 4 years later, all my buddies came out of school 100 grand in debt. I had a 6-figure business. So I kind of got lucky. I wasn't like deliberately not going to college. I just nobody was accepting me. So that was that. You know, I didn't have any money and there was nowhere to go. Kids today have a choice. There's more, you know, the digital medium has allowed people to say, you know, the internet was not around when I would have graduated college in 08. So I would have gone into college in 04. So at that time, that group of people didn't have Grant Cardone U on their iPhone. You know what I mean? Now, I mean, what is
college
Cardone?
in 1981.
81 is when you got out? I mean, look.
I got out,
but my question is, Cardone U, what does that cost?
It was really developed as a corporate program. It's about $36,000.
Okay.
For companies.
What about for some young kid who's coming up in the
grand.
game? Okay. What does a normal college education cost you? 50 grand a year?
50, 60 grand.
A year, right? Or no, is it 20 grand a semester? Whatever it is. I have no idea. The point is,
gosh,
is that ever a better investment? 4 years of your life.
4 years.
Is that ever a better investment to spend 10 grand, consume it on your phone, learn about it, learn how to make calls, learn how to sell stuff? It's like, it's not even, you got to be in college.
Appreciate you being here.
Thank you.
Okay.
Appreciate it, man.
Okay. Give this man a big hand, huh?